Hi there, this is the grain dryer that I built, and so basically what happens is you put your grain in here, comes down here, and then we have a blower. So what I did is I just used a hairdryer blower, and it blows air in, and what happens is the light chaff and dirt gets blown this way and goes into a little container there. The grain that you want drops this way, the heavier stuff drops down and gets into this bin over here. So this is about the third or fourth method that I use. I've got a hairdryer I found out in the back alley, right? And what I do is it's got two controls on here. This one is heat. I don't use heat, I just use the fan. And then I hooked it up to a dimmer. So now I can control the fan. And that's really important to get it so that it just blows enough that it blows the chaff out of here into here. So what I've got is I've got just some bird seed, right? And what I'm going to do is, just to demonstrate, I'll put in some sawdust, right? So I just put some sawdust in there, and we'll see how well it separates. Okay, I've got the fan already all set up to the right temperature, or right speed, and over here I'll just turn it on below. Right, so I got the fan going, and I'll dump some stuff in, and then what you'll see as it comes down in here. Now, part of the problem is we'll see what happens when we put stuff in here. You can see all the stuff gets out. It also comes out this hole. So one of the problems with this is that you get stuff coming everywhere, all over the place. Also, the pressure from the fan will stop some of the seeds from falling down in here. So we'll just shut her off. I got my furnace going on in the background. And we'll see what happens here. So I got my good seed here, pretty much cleaned. And over here, I've got sawdust. And that's the sawdust that didn't get blown out this hole or blown back out this way. So we'll open up this. And sawdust sticks all over the plastic here, right? And you can see that it gets all over the place and goes back in here. So, a number of problems with it. You can see here that as I poured it in, you're going to get sawdust everywhere, right? So this would have to be in a garage or something. You couldn't do this in the house, quite messy. If you're only doing a little bit of grain cleaning like I was planning on doing, this is really overkill. Right. Originally, what I did is I had my friend drill this with a whole bunch of holes, and the idea was the small pieces of dirt that are smaller than grain side would fall through. On this side here, I had slots, and the idea was the slots was the grain would fall in that we want, and the chaff and stuff we didn't want would come this way and get blown over. This didn't work at all. All it did was blow air up here and cause the grain to go all over the place and that. I thought maybe I could get this to jiggle and that. Too much work. So overall, it's an interesting concept, right? So if you're doing lots of grain, bushels of grain, this might be an idea. But for us, we just have, a couple liters of grain. It's not worth our time. Too messy. Thanks a lot.